Hey sisters, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Alexis, and today we're getting into this protective style because I was getting tired of my hair. So we're starting off on a super old wash and go. Prepping my hair for the braids was super easy. I went in with the THP Serene Queen shampoo, the Function of Beauty Coily Hair shampoo, the Curl Rhythm Deep Moisturizing Curl Conditioner, and then I also mixed it with the Sauce Beauty Deep Moisturizing Mask. I did blow dry my hair off camera, but I did my hair in like a 3-day process. So we blow dried and wash day blow dried and then parted out my hair first so that I could just go in straight with the braids. So right here my hair is blow dried and I'm just showing you guys how I did the parting process. I just parted horizontally each section, and then I braided them down so that when it was time to actually braid, I could just get it in and part vertically, and it would be super easy to get through. It definitely made the process easier, so if you've never tried this method, I would definitely recommend. So for the hair itself, I decided to go in with some braiding hair from Hot Braids. So I got 3 bundles of their 18-inch semi-curly bulk human hair. It came in the burgundy color. I really wanted to just do colored braids because 1, I've never done them, and also 2, my hair is colored. And it actually looked really, really good. So I'm showing you guys the parts and how they were looking. I did grease my scalp and also add some oil to my hair, but I'm just showing you guys before I got into the braiding process on each section. I did make sure to, like I said, add that grease and oil to the ends of my hair. So we did skip a little bit forward. The only product that I used to braid my hair was the new Guava Slip Whipped Souffle from Camille Rose, and it smells amazing. And then I also did use a little bit of braid gel. So this is me taking down the section and just showing you guys the overall braiding process and how I went about it. So I didn't use any fake braiding hair, just the human hair for the entire head. So I go ahead, add my grease, add my oil, I add the guava slip to my hair, and then I part the section. So I start off the braid first with my natural hair, probably braid down about 4 to 5 times. I add my first piece of the Hot Braids bulk braiding hair, braid that in a couple times, and just keep adding the hair. And some of the pieces I did add in upside down. You'll see I'll add them upside down and leave the long piece up at the top of my head, and that creates that overall boho effect. Now, I'm not gonna lie, at first it was a little bit challenging, especially with the nails, and just every time I do a style where I have to add hair in, I be struggling at first, I'm not gonna lie. But after a while, especially once I got to the front, it was a little bit more easier. If you can get someone to help you, I definitely recommend for the parting and stuff like that, because the back is just a little bit challenging, especially because you're stretching your arms all the way to the back. But as you guys can see here, like I said, I add that braiding hair upside down so that the longer piece will become the boho part of the braid. So right here, you'll see it, adding it upside down, letting the other piece fall over to the other side, and then just continuing my braid down. So I probably added about 6 to 7, maybe 8 or 9 pieces to each braid, just so that I can get the braid past my hair. So I would add hair all the way down to the ends of my hair. Once I got to the end, I would knot the braid at the end and then leave the bottom part loose so that it can create that like super full boho braid effect, and just everything just being full at the end. So as I mentioned before, it was a little bit of a learning curve, but I do want to recommend that you guys do add a lot more pieces towards the end of the braid, just so that the braid can be a little bit more elongated, because if you add all the hair at the top, it doesn't really help the length of the braid. So if you're wanting the braids to drop lower than your hair, and you also don't want to braid all the way down, you want to make sure that you're adding more hair at the ends so that it makes the overall length of the braid be longer, even though you're not braiding all the way to the ends, if that makes sense. So here you guys will see me knotting it. Like I said, I would do a double knot. Sometimes I would switch pieces of hair on the bottom of the braid just to make sure that it didn't come out. This doesn't necessarily need to be dipped because it's human hair, but that's really up to you if you want to lock in those little braids, little knots that you're putting at the ends of the hair. But honestly, I feel like the knots are good enough. You have my trust. Could find would be enough to give all my love, but
hard to breathe. Will you answer, Lord? I need you to be right here with me. I'm hoping that you'll always be faithful. I just want you to be faithful. When it's getting hard to breathe, will you answer, Lord? I need you to be right here with me. Come back, come back, come back to love. Come back to your first love. I know you really wanna love. I know you really want love. You was looking for love but never found it. It was never enough, you went around. Things got so rough, you thought of giving up. Never thought you'd find a diamond in the dust. You were falling away but still surrounded. In the midst of the gray there was a line. When the day was getting dark you saw the light. In the middle of the night, you left your first love, but you still want love. So give your heart, give it all, just give it all. Come back, come back, come back to love. Come back to your first love. When your knees hit the floor, Jesus surrounded. Give it all and you will see what's in his plans. When he died, he took your sins upon his hands. I know you're driving the road to feel more alive, but the faster you go, you're dying inside. You fell away from everything that's hard to stand, and from the grave he rose just after one command. First love.
So now we are completely finished. I'm just showing you guys what the braids look like. I didn't really define them too much, just sprayed water and then just added the mousse to my roots, laid my edges just so that I can see what the look was giving. So this is what the hair was giving on day one, but I'm also going to show you guys how I define the curls whenever they got a little janky, because it is curly hair, so you do have to make sure that you're maintaining it. So this was my routine to bring the hair basically back to life. So I went in with my spray bottle. My spray bottle includes warm water and a couple of drops of oil. So I did make sure to saturate the hair first. Once the hair was saturated, I like to go in with my fingers and kind of like rush through the hair with my hands just to get all the extra hairs out before I actually get to defining it. Separating any hair that's caught together. Different braids were kind of caught together because I had it in a ponytail for a couple days. Now for the product of use, I like to go in with my Whole Blends conditioner. This conditioner, first of all, smells amazing. This is the repair conditioner. So I use a good amount of the repair conditioner and I just run that through the strands of the hair. I put literally the conditioner everywhere except for on the roots. To refresh the roots, I just went in with more mousse. So once I have that on the entire section, I like to go back in with my spray bottle just to add a little bit more moisture. And then you guys will kind of see me defining the hair a little bit. And honestly, these small little steps work wonders. I just use my hands to continue to rake the product through and then on to the next side. Same thing for each side. If you're wanting to, if your braids are super thick, I definitely recommend doing it in sections. I wasn't in a rush this day, but some days when I was just being lazy, this definitely was the way to go. So once the sections are completely defined, I like to follow up with my tangle teaser and actually brush the braids. Now I know that sounds crazy, but because it's majority curly hair more than a braid, it definitely works. And then sometimes it just gets really frizzy and all that stuff. So with the product, the water, and then defining it with the brush, it really brings it back together. Like before it was looking stiffy and dry, but now it's looking moisturized and defined. Okay, I know that's right. This was my first time doing the boho braids with only human hair. Before I've done it with regular braiding hair added in. I definitely like this method better. One, because it's not as heavy as the braiding hair, and then two, it's completely just the human hair, so you don't have as much tangles and knots and stuff like that, because I have done the boho with the fake hair and it just got super crazy and it was hard to kind of define. Overall, I think this style came out super duper cute. I hope you guys enjoyed this little hair vloggy vlog. Make sure you guys check out all the links in the description for hot braids, and I will see you ladies in the next one. Bye. Mwah.